Matter of fact, let's just start on that. So we're recording right now, and we do everything unedited, man. So I'm going to slip in here, and I'm going to do my little intro. This is Danny Shade with the Danny Shade Show, and I am sitting here with the founding member, the president and vice president of the Territorial Riders out of Guthrie, Oklahoma, my hometown. And these guys are going to talk a little bit about what they do, who they are, what they're about, and then we're just going to kind of see what happens. So here you are, sir. You want to clip that on your pen or your lapel? Just clip that on your glasses or whatever.
Lock in for the show.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to kind of sit over here off to the side. And so anyway, what's up?
This is it, right, Shade? This is the show?
This is it, buddy.
This is the one we've been hearing about right here. This is it. The famous Danny Shade Show.
The famous Danny Shade Show. And you know it's going to matter because you've known me my whole life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to be careful. The stories that we tell that can incriminate me because I don't need any help.
Right.
But anyway, so what brings you out? Well, you guys tell us a little bit about the Territorial Riders. I mean, we got a founding member.
I'm one of the original founding members. Started out just a bunch of guys getting together on a Friday night, and one of the guys we rode with had a building on the backside of a shopping center. And we got together on Friday nights and started out about 4 or 5, and 6 or 7, 10 or 12. And it just grew from there. And then one night they got a brilliant idea that they wanted to be a motorcycle club. And I was brought up in California and brought up around motorcycles all my whole life. So I had a pretty good idea what direction they were trying to go, and they really needed a lot of leadership as far as how to get there. And so we sat down and we talked about it. And a lot of them didn't quite understand what it really means to be a motorcycle club, to wear a patch on your back. And it took a lot of education. And we had a lot of guys that wanted to learn, and we've been a club for 23 years. And we started riding together in 99. We got sanctioned by the COC, which is the Confederation of Clubs here in Oklahoma. And we got sanctioned by them in 2002. So we've been a member of the COC since 2002. We are an RC. We are not an MC. We are not a 1% club. We are a riding club. We're more of a mom and pop club. We're all about community, especially our local community. We confine ourselves mainly to Logan County. We do a lot of poker runs for a lot of other clubs in the city and other cities around. But our main focus is Logan County and Guthrie, Oklahoma. And we started out, we've fixed people's teeth. We've taken care of battered women. We've had Christmas for kids that wouldn't have had Christmas. We do a lot for the Special Olympic kids there in Guthrie. We do a lot for the General Daniels Thanksgiving dinner, where we serve over 1,000 people. And so it's very critical at what we do for our community. People have come to trust us a lot, and we get a lot of backing from the community. One of the guys in the community just started a bike night in the city of Guthrie. He's doing it for the local high school band kids and junior high kids. They just need extra money to go places and do things. And if the community didn't do it, the kids wouldn't get to do it. So it's really all about the kids. And that's what we're all about as kids.
You know, when people think of motorcycle clubs, a lot of times they think big scary guys, gonna, whip your ass or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just, you don't want to talk to them or approach them. And, your club, don't get me wrong. I mean, you got Levi in there. He's not, he's a little scary to look at sometimes. But, and I'm just fun. And Levi's actually probably one of my oldest friends. I've known him since we were kids. And, but I'll tell you, even growing up firsthand in Guthrie, Oklahoma, the Territorial Riders was never that way. I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you used to have a clubhouse kind of back behind the Masonic Temple. And I remember walking as a kid, just kind of around that area because my grandparents lived by Highland Park. And I can't tell you how many times I walked by there and had probably a 20 or 30-minute conversation with some of the guys just out there working on their bikes or cleaning their bikes or whatever, was going on. So what you guys do in the community, I mean, the people really do see it. I noticed you have the original patch on you. And being a founding member, obviously, that's where that's from. How many members were there when you guys started?
More than one and less than 1,000.
Well, I didn't know how many it took to actually get one going like that.
Well, it was enough members that we got noticed to where we joined the COC. So,
how many members are now? Is there quite a few? Or?
What?
More than one, less than 1,000.
I like it. Okay. Well, I see where it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Well, and I mean, you're one of the founding members.
Yes.
And your son, Levi, is the vice president.
Yes.
That's got to make you proud.
Yes. Yes. He was brought up with the motorcycle world. So I say fortunate. I don't know how fortunate he feels about it, but
Very, very fortunate. There's probably a lot worse ways to be brought up by people that don't have any standards.
What was it like? I mean, let's elaborate on that a little bit. I mean, we've heard about your dad starting the club and helping get it going. I mean, what was it like being around that?
Man, I can't tell you if it was different or if it was the same, because that's the way I was brought up. I feel blessed to be brought up that way. I've always been raised to be accountable for my actions. Now, whether I was at times, that's on me. But I appreciate, I thought my dad was an asshole for a very long time. But it brought in core values in my life that I didn't realize I would need then, but I know that I need them now. And raising my own children, they're getting raised about almost the same way. So they probably get away with a lot more than I did. But that's just how it is. I wouldn't have changed a thing, Danny. Nothing. I really do appreciate the way that I was raised. I was afforded a lot of extras by my parents, and he taught me good work ethic, and the club has taught me, brotherhood and responsibility, and you take care of your people. You don't kick them while they're down. You help them up, give them the assistance that you feel like you need to. Not so much that you're hurting them, but help each other out. I do want to touch on one thing though while we're talking about it. The one thing that I will say made the biggest difference in the way that I saw the motorcycle community coming up through it was we do a thing every year. We used to call it Shop with a Cop. But there is a not an orphanage, but there's a shelter in Guthrie, and they have kids that don't get Christmas, so every year we raise money to donate to the Guthrie Police Department, the Fraternal Order of Police. And every year we get to participate if we choose to go to Walmart and see these kids going in and spending the money. The first time that I went, I thought, yeah, this is going to be great. We're going to see these kids walking out with new bicycles, all these toys and stuff. But I won't lie to you, man. I cried the first time because it's not what you saw at all. you had a select few of kids that were picked to go, and the officers of Guthrie Police Department, they take these kids by hand and walk them through Walmart and let them buy whatever they want. And it's not what they want, it's what they need. You'll see these kids that are, they're bringing up toothpaste, soft blankets, a pillow, underwear, t-shirts, socks, like I said, toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, everything that most children get from their parents. These kids don't get that. So they're not buying something for themselves either. They're buying something for their sibling or their cousin or their friend that didn't get picked to come. So when you see that firsthand, going in thinking like I was thinking, it's a game changer for you. It puts a whole new perspective on why you're doing what you're doing. So when we have a poker run or we have a night or to raise money or whatever, that's what that money goes to. Everything that we put out toward it goes. We throw poker runs to raise money for General Daniels Thanksgiving that they have every year. We get stuffed animals all year long for every poker run that we have. We give those out at Christmas, the Christmas parade in Guthrie. We give out stuffed animals every year. And we try to have enough where every kid on the street, if that's the only thing that they get for Christmas, they got something. So yeah, I would never take back being raised the way I was raised. And feel real fortunate to be a part of this for what we try to do for our community.
Now, I mean, let's touch on that a little bit, because I know one of the reasons why that we're getting together today is you have an event that's coming up that's obviously special to you guys, especially if I have a founding member, a president, and a vice president. I think it's probably something that's pretty near and dear to you. So what is it that's coming?
We have our annual Special Olympics poker run. Can't see anything without these. It's going to be Saturday, June 14th this year. The run's going to start at the VFW in Guthrie. The doors are open and registration at 10 a.m. Kickstands will be up at 11. It's $25 entry for a rider, $5 for a passenger. We'll do a 50-50. We'll have raffle tickets and stuff like that, so door prizes. You can always come make a donation. You can check us out on Facebook, Territorial Riders. You can get a hold of one of the members if you just want to make a donation. We accept donations as well. Like I said, 100% of what we raise goes to that cause. And what they do with the money that we give them for this is they buy the shoes for Special Olympics. And we had a run scheduled earlier this year, but it was rained out. So this is actually our makeup date. It's coming up on the 14th of June. So we'll look.
100% of it goes to it. You guys don't take a penny.
We don't keep a dime. As a matter of fact, it takes money to put this kind of stuff together. So if it takes 100 out of his pocket, 100 out of his pocket, 100 out of my pocket, it is what it is.
And you get the shoes for the Special Olympic kids.
We give them a donation every year, and that's what they use it for every year.
Now, a lot of the people on here, let's say they don't have Facebook. Is there an email address? Is there a Venmo? Is there something? I mean, who could they get in contact with to arrange giving if they felt like they wanted to?
I guess you could reach me. My email is Levi.Chamberlain79@gmail.com. Chamberlain is CHAMBERLAIN. I will respond to your email, and then we can talk about it from there.
So Levi.Chamberlain
79
at
gmail.com.
At Gmail. And then, of course, the Danny Shade Show. If you guys want to leave a message, like I said, I've made it perfectly clear that I've known Levi forever. So if you can't get that or it's not working and you want to just drop a message in the deal at the Danny Shade Show at Gmail or at the Danny Shade Show, just leave a message on the YouTube feed. I can always relay that to Levi, and we can get those donations going where they need to be, because I don't really know if there's too many things you can do where 100% of your money goes to what you're hoping it goes to. So I think that's pretty impressive. What else you got?
We also do a golf tournament every year for Special Olympics as well.
Okay, I want to stop you real quick because a lot of people don't know this, and they won't know this, but the guy in the middle with the original patch on is sneaky good at golf. And when I say sneaky good, like he will spank you. Like literally when I seen him, he's like, "Hey boy, I ain't seen you in a long time." Yeah. The last time he seen me, he beat my ass at golf. So don't judge a book by its cover, because the man in the middle with the tinted glasses will smoke you on a golf course. But anyway, tell us a little bit about the golf.
We usually try to have it at the Guthrie Golf and Country Club. We do 10 teams every year for the tournament. We're coming on our third year. We have food available for you to eat afterwards. We like to go out there and have a good time. Shotgun start normally. I think, what do we pay? First place. We don't pay anything. Everybody gets a trophy though.
It's a trophy.
Nick goes out with his own money, and goes and buys medals and ribbons for everybody, just like you would get at an Olympics deal. So he'll go out, he'll get everybody in first place, gets a first flight, gets a medal and a sash, and second place, and so on. We do 2 flights. Is it 2 flights we do?
Flights.
3 flights we do. So, and we don't pick the flights till afterwards, so that it's fair for everybody. Somebody doesn't feel like they got cheated by Nick.
Yeah. So can I ask a question? So I always call you Dad because it's just a sign of respect for me. But obviously, Nick Chamberlain, for whoever on here doesn't know you, and it's Levi's dad there to the left. Where did that come from? How did you get? I mean, did you grow up playing golf, or I mean, where did that come from?
My grandfather owned 2 golf courses in Texas. He owned an oil company, a Dodge dealership, and a boat store in Eastland, Texas. And that's where I was raised. And my dad was brought up as a landman. And what does a landman do? Play golf. So actually, I didn't pick up a club till I was in my 20s. And I was into football and baseball and soccer, and I never even thought about swinging a golf club till I come home from the service. That's one other thing I was going to say too to start with. I don't mean to jump around, but most of the guys that were in our club, that have been in our club, are ex-military. And basically, it takes a military background to understand what a motorcycle club is all about. It's all about respect. The bottom line, it's all about respect is what it's all about. If you get treated with respect, you treat with respect. And that's all that anybody requires out there. So there's a lot of hoopla goes on around out there, but it's just a matter of respect is what it is. That's about it.
You got a lot of bets in the club?
Oh yeah.
All branches, I'm sure.
Yeah, all branches. A lot of Marines.
Hoorah. The president over here, obviously. I seen the back of his car, proud Marine.
Yeah.
And our past president was too.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, we lost Mike Rice last year. Heart attack.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Our original president was Bill Warner. And then when we joined the COC, Bill backed down, and Mike
Respectfully.
Rice, respectfully.
Respectfully.
And Mike Rice became president, and Mike was president up until
2 years.
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. And Mike has since passed away. But he was a Marine also. So we've lost several members throughout the years. We're getting old. Like I said, we've been around for a while.
Yeah.
We've been around for a long time. So, and that's what we tried to emphasize in my kids and all the kids that we're all one family. Everybody in this club, we are all one family, and we look out for each other's kids. Whatever it takes, we're all one big family, and that's what we're all about. I mean,
Some of us see each other more than we see our own families.
yeah, but we try to teach the kids about respect and being responsible for who they are and what they are. So, I think it's a great way to be brought up myself. I mean, but I was around it all my life. So
I think that's one thing missing today is common courtesy and respect.
Yeah.
I think if people had a little bit more of it, there'd be a lot less issues.
Yeah.
100% agree.
100%. That's why we in what we're in.
Yeah.
Because when we do go to another event, we all treat each other that way. With respect. That's why we choose to be around this type of crowd.
I think people confuse lack of discipline with respect. They think that if you discipline someone or your child, that you're doing them harm. Where I think if kids were disciplined, I think you're showing love and respect to that child, because you're letting them know that there are boundaries in this world and that you will need to, atone for your mistakes, and you're really showing them a level of love and respect. And I think a lot of kids miss that nowadays because people think they're doing them a favor by not disciplining them. And I'm not trying to get down this long, big, road here, but I mean, I think the people that are rough on their, kids that had parents that were rough on them and gave them some discipline, I mean, you look at them when they're adults and they seem to just have a little easier time.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle, the group, that's like having 15, 20 dads and they're all going to wear you out.
I can't tell you how many uncles my kids have. Yeah. Yep.
That's funny, man.
Yep. My poor daughter, she's going to be 2 in July. She loves it. She loves it.
She's spoiled.
I got a 71 Sportster sitting on bricks on a frame. It's frame, motor, and tranny sitting on bricks in my garage. And she has to go out there every night. She threw it outright, just going to be dead weight last night till we went out there and looked at it. And I gave in. I caved,
You should.
Yeah.
I got 2 daughters. I know how that dance goes.
Yeah. She has to go look at the motorcycles every night. So
That should be riding next to you one of these days.
I hope so.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I hope she's riding that 71 one day.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be way cool.
That'd be real cool.
It won't take that long to fix it.
Well, we're working on it, so it might take a minute.
What just kind of drawing back on some of the stuff. I mean, what's some of your favorite just memories? I mean, that you can share with the group here. Just kind of what's some of your favorite stuff that the club has just either been a part of or made happen, or.
Oh gosh, we've done so much over the years. Probably a time in the club's life that was the most memorable is our years at Sparks. Sparks was quite a place.
You remember that?
quite a bike rally.
Did you say, do you remember that? It must have been quite a place if you have a hard time remembering. That's funny.
Yeah, you could look it up. But Sparks back in the day it still goes on. It's still a nice deal, but it's not like it used to be. And being my age, nothing's like it used to be. But you were talking earlier about being brought up with the respect and everything in the kids today and blah blah blah. And this is just my opinion, and I'm just throwing this out there. I've always had a saying that I've told the guys and all the guys that I've been around and stuff. They start talking about how things used to be and back in the 60s and the 70s and how we did this and we did that and we got away with this and got away with that. And it just goes on and on and on and on. I think everything went to hell in a handbasket when we let the women burn their bras. After that, it was a free-for-all on independence of what was right, what was wrong, what was legal, what wasn't legal. If a guy can run around without a shirt on, how come I can't run around without a shirt on? And we bowed to all this. And I think that's what just destroyed the whole universe right there. So that's my opinion of what just ruined the world right there.
Set them free and everything got ruined, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I got no problem with it.
I was about to say, I've seen you. I know about Sparks.
Yeah. Hey, now come on, Patty might see this.
Somebody telling me about used to date that Playboy model.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't even gonna touch that deal.
Yeah.
I know Levi. I know his mom.
My mother is an angel and a saint.
That's right.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she is.
Sorry, Mom. Running prospect right there.
We've been married 47 years. And she's the oldest prospect that we got. So she's been prospecting ever since day one. But she probably knows more protocol than a lot of people that ride with us. But she was brought up in it when we went to get married. My wife is from Meridian, okay? So that'll tell you a little bit.
Yep. Small town. And we met each other and we started dating and we got kind of serious and then we got real serious. And I said, wait a minute. First of all, you don't know who I am or what I am or where I come from. So for you to really understand, we're going to take a trip to California and you're going to meet some of my friends from California. So we go to California and now my friends are like 6'5" to 6'8", 300 pounds. I'm 165 pounds, 5'9", you know. And my mom and dad had an apartment complex, and a lot of them lived there at the complex with my folks in California. And we got there, they picked me up, started spinning me around up in there and everything. And my wife was just in shock. And she said, I tell you what, you guys go on your ride. I'm going to stay here with your parents. So at that time, we were going on a ride to Angels Camp, which is Calaveras County. It's a frog jumps. It's a Mark Twain deal out in California. Once a year, they have that out there. But anyhow, so yeah, my wife was
shell shocked, but she went ahead and married me anyhow. So she's been very well educated.
How many days did you leave her there before you came back?
It was 3 days. 3
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
You just had to throw that in there.
And Patty Chamberlain will attest to that.
But yeah, it's been an adventure. Been an adventure. Quite a life. But yeah, Sparks probably main events and different happenings and memories of a lot of lost guys and stuff. Sparks probably some of the larger attributes. Now there's some rides that we've been on that are right up there too, but in general, as a club, we did Sparks probably 13, 15 years in a row.
Long time.
Like that. So, but, and we've been to a lot of rallies, a lot of different rallies, Depew, Pahuska, back in the day, Pahuska, anyhow. Well, we go to Arkansas,
Missouri,
yeah, everywhere.
Texas. Been around on two wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
A lot of fun.
A lot of money. everything costs money though.
Yeah.
Well, at least you guys are using it to kind of do some good and leave the world better than you found it.
That's what I learned from him was, you get to do what you want to do. You don't have, there's no feeling in the world like when you're out there on two wheels and it's just you and the motorcycle and the road. It's as freeing as you can ever be, if you consider that being free. But when you can go do what you enjoy doing with the people that you enjoy doing it with, and you can better someone else's life, there's joy in that. Just that alone gives you satisfaction at the end of the day. Knowing that you're doing something good while you're out riding a motorcycle all day, bringing people together that feel the same way you do, like that stereotypical, there's a tough biker, he's going to kick somebody's ass. 9 times out of 10, when you see us riding together, it's for a cause. It's for a good cause. That
Going to some 6 kids to do a ride by to make their day. We've done that several times.
Ride by for sick kids.
If some kid has a birthday, somebody says, "Hey, my kid has a birthday. They don't have any friends. Can you guys ride by?" So we'll make some phone calls, get some people together, and you might have 10 or you might have 200 motorcycles ride by your kid's house for their birthday and wave and rev up the motorcycle. And when you ride by and you see that kid smiling from ear to ear, it touches you. It's great. It's a great feeling, man.
And you got to share it with your dad.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's awesome. Because that's not something that everybody can say.
It's not. It's very fortunate. Some people probably, some other people other than myself, probably their parents might not approve. They might not know what it's really about and, be thinking stereotypically that you're into something you shouldn't be into. But that wasn't the case for us. I'm very, very fortunate to have been able to do it. This is my 16th year doing this. I passed out. He gave me my full patch on my 30th birthday downstairs at the Rockaway. I'll never forget that. Got it from my old man. So it means the world, man.
No, absolutely. A lot of guys, they look for, a lot of guys don't have fathers or father figures, or at least any that they want to grow up to be like sometimes. And I'm speaking from experience. I mean, I ride a motorcycle. I enjoy riding motorcycles as well. And I was a member of the Ponca City Cruisers when I lived in Ponca City, and they were a riding club. And that was some of the best times I can remember. It was definitely the best times that I had in Ponca, because it was a big family. I mean, you took a building full of strangers, and you start hanging around and you start riding with them every once in a while, and then you do a couple poker runs, and then the next thing you know, you're doing some dinner runs, and then before you know it, you're just always wanting to be there and always wanting to be around, and you kind of find that camaraderie. I think that a lot of, and that military, link that you said earlier. I mean, that brotherhood is. I was never in the military. That's the only regret I have in my whole life, and that's the honest to God truth. I can pretty much stand up for everything I've done and be okay with it. But I wish I wouldn't have messed up going in the military. But I can see that brotherhood and that camaraderie in a lot of the guys, even especially in your group growing up in Guthrie. I mean, it was just known that the Territorial Riders were tight. Man, I don't know. I don't want to make this about me. I think a lot of your club, and I think a lot of you guys. I mean, I've known Levi, like I said, forever, and you for a long time. And Territorial Riders, every time I think of them, it's always a good memory. I don't ever have any bad thoughts. And I think that's something to be pretty proud of. I mean, what you guys stand for and what you do and how the public perceives you is special. And the fact that you guys get to do it like father and son, and that's even cooler.
It's real special.
That's like when we first started to do the Special Olympics for the Guthrie kids. Laura Brigham, the gal that's in charge of all the kids, we knew Laura. And in fact, some of the people that rode with us have kids that were special need kids. So it all worked out good. But when we first approached them what happened was they have the big Olympics in Stillwater, okay, 15th of May, I believe. But anyhow, we were up there working, and it was at Brahms, and there were buses everywhere, school buses everywhere, and all these little kids everywhere, special needs kids. But I noticed that they're, like these kids over here, they all had matching shorts and T-shirts and everything with their school names and stuff on them and everything. And then I looked over and I noticed our kids from Guthrie, and they weren't all dressed the same, and blah, 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 blah. So we started talking to some of the guys in the club and blah, blah, blah. So we said, well, we want to do something. This isn't right, So like some of them kids up there, they get to stay at a hotel with a swimming pool and go to Chili's to eat, and our kids are taking sack lunches and blah, blah, blah. This is not right. Our kids should be rewarded too. So we got together and said, well, Laura said, well, the school board, they want to meet you guys and talk to you guys before we go any further with this. I said, okay. So myself, Mike Rice, Skip Anderson, go up there. Well, when we walk in the door, they're going, well, it's you. And it's you, Skip, and it's you, Mike. Well, we weren't expecting you guys. You're local business of the community. We thought there was going to be these motorcycle guys coming in here, So that kind of rolled everything over. Everything went smooth, fine. You got our blessing. Do the deal. Let's get it on. And then, like Levi said, last year, we got them all shoes. And Academy helps the kids get sized and everything for their shoes, and they get them ordered and everything through Academy. So the kids they're treated just like gold to go get their shoes and stuff. So it's fantastic to pull up there to the school and see all the kids with the same shoes on and just smiling ear to ear, and they get to do the extra things. That's what our money goes towards, is the extra things. It's not the things they have to have. It's the extra things that they need to have. But if you have never been to a Special Olympics, you have to go. It is plumb amazing to watch these kids. These kids have so much heart. It's amazing.
Every one of them's a winner.
They take it so serious. It's so serious. It's amazing. And we have our own special kids. But
And don't forget, we escorted them all the way over to Stillwater.
Oh, you give them an escort.
Yeah, would start at the high school, go to Guess, and then from Guess out to the junior high. What they go by?
all
Cotterell?
the schools, yeah.
All the schools, and then jump on the highway up to 51 and then over.
Take them all the way.
Yep, escort them all the way in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I bet they love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't love that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Hell, I'm 46 years old. I bet that. Big old pack of bikes.
We're going to call you next year. Come help escort.
Hey, man, that'd be awesome. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. I'll get with you when we're done. But Danny Shake Show will donate money to that thing all day long.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I hope anybody else listening will donate money to it, because I don't know of anything else that I could put my money to that 100% of it goes where I want it to go. That's almost unheard of anymore.
It's the right thing to do.
Speaking of that, Levi, when you talk about the guitar, we're raffling off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me get these specs out again.
Oh yeah, come on, Paul.
Okay. So we're also in coordination with Ryan Tennell is putting on a bike night at the Brock. May 9th already happened, so the next one's June 13th, and there's another one July 11th, August 8th, and September 13th. When we say the Rock, we mean Jelsma Stadium, not the Rockaway Tavern.
Football.
We're talking about the football field, yeah. So Greg Gibson, he builds Pastor Greg. He's P33 guitars. He builds a Gregenstein guitar. He's got a beautiful, absolutely beautiful black. I think I have a picture of it here. Beautiful black guitar. Show everybody here that we're selling tickets for this thing. It's a raffle, and it will be given away on the last bike night. $10 a ticket. So as many tickets as you want to buy for $10, and 100% of that money is going to go to Guthrie band sponsors, the band boosters. So Pastor Greg made this guitar.
This is a totally different thing.
This is just
you're doing this for the band.
well, yeah. So this bike night is for the band. I'm sorry to get off track, but the bike night's for the band. So like the proceeds are going to go to the band boosters. This is just something that Pastor Greg did, and we're selling tickets. You guys can get online. You can call me directly, 405-986-0767. I'll point you in the right direction to get as many tickets as you want. $10 a piece. Handmade, custom guitar.
The raffle will be held to September.
Yeah, the last night.
Yeah.
The last night of the bike night.
And that goes to the Guthrie Band.
Guthrie Band boosters. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, or you can just come to our tent at bike night and buy as many tickets as you want and get a look at the guitar in person.
And that's at the football stadium in Guthrie?
Yes, sir.
They call it the Rock.
Yep.
Call it the Rock.
If you've never been there, it's really cool.
It's built out of sandstone.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Very old, historic.
If you've never been to Guthrie, you should go. I was raised in Guthrie and I'm pretty partial to it, but Guthrie is one of those places where you can kind of step back in time. It really is. I mean, everything is old but well maintained and loved, and the downtown's beautiful. And I mean, it's just, I mean, if somebody goes to the bike night down there, I bet there's going to be all kinds of stuff to do.
All kinds. Live band, live music, lots of food trucks. Come out and enjoy yourself.
That's cool.
The little shops are open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bike show. Lots to do. A lot of cool stuff to check out. A lot of different vendors. A lot of cool stuff.
Well, we've been rolling for 46 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
Which is fine. I don't care. I'll sit here all night with you guys. But is there anything that we haven't touched on? Now's the time to bring it up. Is there anything you want to talk about or anything you want to bring to the people's attention or anything like that?
You have to see us around, got stuffed animals. We take them all year round. We never have enough for the Christmas parade.
That's true.
Stuffed animals?
Stuffed animals.
Yeah.
I got trash bags of stuffed animals because my kids, when we moved, stuffed animals just came up missing on purpose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll disperse them at Christmas. We'll clean them up, get them to where they're sanitary and passed out to anybody that needs a Christmas gift. That's standing right
Walk
there.
down that parade, we try to give every single kid that we can
Something.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we have a good time doing it.
Worn out, I'd say that much. It's a long walk.
It is a long walk.
Worth it though.
Very much
Worth
so.
it.
Sounds like it.
Very much so.
It's way worth it. It's way worth it, Danny.
Oh, I have no doubt. Well,
It's an excuse to ride.
and a good one. Anything for the kids.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Even if it's my last dollar, I don't care. I'm anything for kids, man. And I love people that have a heart for kids, especially kids that don't necessarily get the same shake. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks for having us on, Danny.
Yeah, thanks.
That's the Territorial Riders, guys. Nick Chamberlain in the middle, founding member, his son, vice president, Levi, and then we even got the Prez here. So I hope I'm going to come around here and snatch a microphone from you, Levi. 'Cause I've been yelling this whole time because I got, you just keep a seat, man. All right. But I'm just going to kneel down here with you guys. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this show as much as I enjoyed putting it on. The Territorial Riders, like I said, they are a motorcycle club that gives back to their community and has a heart for charity. And so if you want to get out there and go to the bike night, get you some raffle tickets for the guitar, or if you want to help Special Olympics kids, kids with special needs, just anything. It sounds like if there's a need, these guys are down to fill it. So reach out to them. Levi gave you his number. He also gave you the email address, and then you can always leave a comment and we'll get it wherever it needs to go at the Danny Shade Show that you're watching now. But I just want to thank you guys for coming on, and That's it.
Thank
You
you,
guys-
Danny.
Thank you.
You guys stay out there. Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Thanks, Dan.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. First time I got to meet you, but I sure am glad it happened. Oh, let me shut this deal off here real quick, fellers.